Good morning, everybody. I guess it's not morning for everybody. Sorry, later. Sorry, eighth period. It would not be morning for you. I'm gonna go over what you're doing today in class, but I'm also gonna give you guys an on this day today since we haven't done any this week. Um, so that being said, we're actually doing the Tuesdays on this day because I figured you guys would like to hear more about World War II because I like to talk about World War II. So here we go. So on Tuesday in history, Poland surrendered during World War II in 1939. So as you can see, this picture shows German or Nazi soldiers marching into Poland. But 140,000 Polish troops were taken prisoner by German invaders as Warsaw, which is a city in Poland, surrendered to Hitler's superior army. So, just to backtrack, we know a couple things. First off, we know that Hitler was trying to gain more Lebensraum or living space for his master Aryan race, and how he was going to do that was by conquering places near Germany. And his goal was to conquer all of the European mainland. So, that being said, he does that by taking over different places, but we're talking specifically about Poland right now. The Poles fought bravely for 26 days, but ultimately were unable to hold off the German army. Um, the Germans, after this happened, began a systematic program of terror, murder, and cruelty. How they did this was they executed members of Poland's middle and upper class. So those are people like they targeted doctors, teachers, priests, landowners, businessmen in the Roman Catholic Church. And the reason for doing that was to take away the middle class. So you only have like the lower class who doesn't have a lot of money. And maybe you have some of the higher class people around still that kind of buy into what Hitler's trying to do, but taking out that middle class is taking out the people with money that might be able to fight back against this style of terror that Germany is bringing to Poland at this time. Hundreds and thousands of Poles were driven from their homes and relocated east as Germans settled in the vacated areas. Again, Lebensraum, living space. And this was part of Hitler's master plan, and he did what he wanted to do. Poland is occupied during almost the entirety of the war, and they eventually are freed. But this is where you find some of those concentration camps that held Jewish prisoners where people were murdered um, during World War II. So there you go. Kind of a sad one. Sorry. All right, transitioning. So on today, the substitute is going to pass out a web quest to you. The web quest is posted to Google Classroom. You do need to make sure you open up the web quest on Google Classroom. You need a Chromebook for this assignment. So second period, you're responsible for getting out the Chromebooks. Eighth period, you're responsible for putting away and plugging in the Chromebooks. So I already have it open over here. The only part you are doing today, I need you to put your pencils down and make sure you're looking up at the screen like you can look me in the eye right now, okay? You are only doing the front side. I think I said this in most of the classes yesterday, but you're only doing the front side. Ooh, got a text from Miss Schubert. So make sure you're handling your business on this today. When you click on these links, they're live and they're going to take you to another website. And then you're going to read and answer the questions in here. As you know, because you have been in my class for 2 months almost, these need to be written in complete sentences, please. So, for example, for looking at A, to I only have 30 seconds. To people living in the Middle Ages, what was the only way to get to heaven? You could just say the only way to get to heaven was. Okay. Make sure you're on task today. As a reminder, just be good. Have a good weekend. And if you have any questions, just wait till Monday and I'll answer them on Monday. We will finish the second page of this with me on Monday in class. And as this video is wrapping up, turn in your iSense.